Welcome back to the Arizona Dynasty. We're actually going to play a game today. It's been a little bit of a slow start because we're already in episode 3, but that's all right. We're on week 0, bye weeks. We're going to do some recruiting between the preseason and now. We actually have some more interested prospects. Like, for example, this 5-star, the only 5-star that showed any interest in us. We were, I think, 10th on his list. Now we're 7th. That's not bad. And also, we're on this receivers list. We weren't before, and there's a few. Oh, no, not a single tackle is interested in us. We offered a few scholarships. I'm going to remove this guy that locked us out. Let's see, Timothy Abushi. We're 3rd now, so some good progress just by offering the scholarship. I'm almost thinking about any 4-stars, or really anyone that were not on their list, even after offering a scholarship. Let's just get off of the list. I don't want to waste too much time trying to get too many hours trying to get players that are just never going to come to Arizona. As a little reminder from the last episode, there's like no one interested in coming to Arizona. There's a few 3-stars, there's a lot of 2-stars, but pretty much no 4-stars. And you can see here at Edge, no one's interested, but we got to at least try. So I'm not going to assign all the hours on camera here. I'm going to kind of do that off camera because it's going to be a pretty slow process. I'm just kind of looking through and seeing if we got any bites from offering the scholarships. And honestly, it's not many besides at guard and receiver, it looks like. What about that punter? Yeah, not much traction there. But let me go through and assign some of these hours, and then we'll see what we come up with. We've only got 600 as we're a new coach. I was an idiot and picked the tactician tree instead of the recruiter tree. I guess I thought recruiting would be easier at Arizona, so I would lean more towards tactician, but obviously that's not going to be the case. So let's assign these 600 hours. All right, I've gone through and assigned the hours, I think the best we can. We're spread a little thin here, but for Keontae Lavelle, that 5-star running back, we're just going to put 25. We're in the top 8 already, and we've got kind of a ways to go before anything below the top 8 gets cut out. So I think just 25 hours is fine to start with. Sort of same idea with Willie Harris here. We're 4th, and no school has a ton of influence, although I just realized he's already in his top 8. He's already locked out everybody. So, I mean, USC, Oregon, UT is in there, so it might be kind of tough. At tackle, I just put 50 and 50 on these two. This is a 5-star. If we don't start getting on his like top 8 or just being visible there pretty soon, I think we just got to cut our losses. But I at least want to see, because we definitely need offensive linemen. He would be a left tackle, which we obviously know is a big position. So put 50 there and also 50 on this 4-star. This 3-star here, I put 15 hours in just in case we can't get a 4-star. I'd like to just have someone there that at least were on their list. And then I just didn't have enough hours to go after Shaver and Mingo. So like just trying to put the hours where we can and utilize them in the best possible way. For Timothy Abushi, just 25 and 25. I guess that's sort of my strategy without really planning on it, is if they're on our list already, we're just going to do, when I say on our list, I mean if they're interested in us in any way, we're just going to put 25. Same thing with Nate Adler. With Steven Coons here, not on the list, we're going 50. I don't really know why I'm going all in on centers, but we'll see, I guess. We do need an edge player really badly, and no one's interested in us. So I put 50 on Kong and 50 on Crow. Sort of same idea with deep tackle. No one's interested. So we just got to do the best we can, 50 and 25. At outside linebacker, Dion Ladd, we put 50 points on. The reason for that is, why did I do that? Okay, yeah, I see why. So this 5-star, I don't think we're going to get, just looking at the schools at the top of his list. Ladd, Syracuse is basically about to get him into the top 8, and I don't know that we can sneak our way in there before it's cut off. Oh, no, sorry. Salas, I'm getting them mixed up. Salas, LSU is about to get them to the top 8. So I feel like there's no point in even really trying. While Dion Ladd, Syracuse is also in that position, but I think they're farther away from the top 8 than Salas. So we just have to try something. At Mike, we put 30 hours into Trevor Duck. But once again, I don't really think we're going to get him, and we might just have to cut our losses pretty early. Sam Gupta, we put 25. We're running out of hours at this point, and I wanted to put all the most hours we can into that offensive line, defensive line, and linebackers. So, yeah, cornerback kind of gets put off to the side a bit. Then we put 10 hours towards the third best strong safety in the class, Jonathan Badash, I think is how it's said. I don't think that 10 hours is going to get us very far. It's just that he's farther away from being cut the top, anything outside of the top 8 being cut off. And he's a really good player. But, I mean, he's the third best strong safety, but he's not super high nationally ranked. So I think that we might have a shot. Didn't put any points towards the punter. So that's what we're going to roll with for our first 600 hours. Let's go ahead and advance the week. See how all of that does over the course of the week. And then we'll come back for some more recruiting before we get into the game. And right off the bat, we have a ton of people that have locked us out. It might be better to look at this from the actual recruiting screen, but that is definitely not a good sign. I imagine a lot of these players are not ones that we had hours into, but let's see. So I'm just going to go down and remove anyone that has locked us out. I don't think we were actively recruiting Mingo. I mean, we've got 70 hours left, so we got, probably 1.5 players, I guess, if we put 50 points into someone that has locked us out. I'm not 100% sure who they were, but at least this will make it easier for us to know what positions we need to start looking at 3 stars for. Wow, it's a lot of people that locked us out. So just going position by position, Keontae Lavelle, I feel like we're falling behind a little bit. So I'm actually going to bump him up to 50 because I really don't want to lose him. He could be our first 5-star recruit in our tenure here at Arizona. Sort of same with Willie Harris. I don't want to fall behind to the big schools. I want to make sure that we are actually in this recruiting battle and we're not out early. So I'm going to go 50 there, which only leaves us 20 left. At O tackle, are we on anyone's list? We are. So these 250 hours and this 5-star, we're actually 4th. Now, obviously, Oregon, Washington, Oklahoma, those are some crazy schools we're in the mix with. Maybe they just haven't started trying yet. I imagine that's actually what it is. But I think for now, we just have to keep 50 and 50. And we'll just, yeah, I'm actually happy with how this is looking. I wouldn't mind getting both of these tackles. So just going to keep 50 points with both. At guard, oh yes, we're on both of their lists. If we could add maybe like 5 hours to each of them just to kind of keep putting pressure on the bigger schools, let's do it. At center, we're now in the lead for Steven Coons and the lead for Nate Adler. I don't know that we need 2 centers, but our offensive line is in such a mess right now, it's such a state that I don't think it's a bad thing to have multiple players coming in at each position. It's just good to see that we're actually, the recruits we're going for are now interested in us. Oh, this 5-star even. 4th. I mean, I got to keep 50 and 50 there because we need edge players really badly. This D tackle we're in there with. Do I throw a cheeky 10 hours on Kareem? I don't know. Let's come back to it. We got to keep 50 out there. I don't know that it's worth keeping this 30. Let me see. No cornerbacks made it through that first sort of round of recruiting. I think we kind of just keep everything the same. Maybe I throw 10 extra points. No, we need... No, I really don't think that there's going to be any 4 stars at like cornerback that we're going to be able to get. Just due to the interest being so low coming out of the start of the season. So I'm actually going to throw these 10 points on, who do we say? Kareem, and see if we can stay in the mix there. Let's just offer him a scholarship and do 5 hours, and that'll be how we recruit this week. And just wait and see how things develop. Again, we can always get 3-star players. That's not going to be an issue. Hopefully, I say that, and I know I'm going to jinx it and it's going to turn into an issue. But for now, I think we're in a good spot, or we're at least in a medium spot, and we can start focusing on actually playing the games. And here we go, our first time at home, our first game of the Dynasty, and our first game as the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats. Give a like for this first game and subscribe to see more. I'm always going to remind you about that as we run onto the field. There's no commentary. I don't know why, but that's okay. I'll do the commentary for now and Hawaii comes to town with a long flight from Hawaii. They're actually 1-0 already, so they played in week 0. So they've got a winning record already, so might have to look out. Maybe they're better than I think. I actually didn't look at what their overall was. As here goes the kickoff, we'll get the ball first here. 15-minute quarters. We will use the accelerated clock, but 15-minute quarters, and we're playing on Heisman difficulty. We'll start at the 22. And you can see there are impact players on offense. Noah Fafita, our quarterback, and Ismail Mahdi, our halfback. All right, first play of the game. Oh, man, I'm going to get a delay of game. I was trying to figure out the commentary. Let's just snap the ball, and we'll just start with an easy run. Going to the outside, and Ismail Mahdi breaks one off for the first play of the game. Big run, 30 yards. And if that's any indication of how this season is going to go, we're going to have a good time this year. I think let's just go right back to the ground, right? Let's try inside zone to the left. See if we can get Ismail Mahdi some more yards. Nothing really happening on the left, so I had to cut back to the inside. And our first passing play of the Dynasty. I'm just going to celebrate these little moments as they happen. And that's a completion. And our offense is looking pretty solid so far as we march down the field here against Hawaii. Oh my God, I just threw that's just horrible. I just threw a pick 6. I can't believe I did that. Listen, I haven't played this game in like a year since the last game, so there's going to be some growing pains for sure. Not growing pains, but remembering pains, and that's just a huge mistake. Horrible mistake. I can hear the commentary a little bit now. I think I just had the volume too low, but now it's our defense is starting to make a big stand, and I feel so dumb with that mistake. That's the thing we need to avoid, and that's the thing, like when I go a long time without playing these games, throwing stupid interceptions is just so easy to do. I thought we had the screen open. Obviously it wasn't. It was an option, so I should have handed it off. But there's nothing we could do now, and they score a touchdown. And we go down early 7-0 based on a stupid mistake. But we can pull a positive from this and say that our offense was really moving the ball. So we know we can move the ball. That was just a stupid mistake by me, and a mistake that we'll fix. Back on offense, and in the spirit of not making dumb mistakes, we're just going to run the ball. And I see a little bit of a hole up the middle. I think I'm better at running generally than passing, and that just might be because it's easier to run than to pass. I'm going to stay away from those screens for now. Or not screens. Screens for now, like those option screens. I think I see X open. Please don't intercept that. Thank you. Kind of a risky throw, and for only a 2-yard gain. Now we've got 3rd down. What are we going to do here? I'm still learning the playbook. I don't know exactly what we have. Let's try drive post. I see Y-Song, our number 1 receiver, square, coming across the middle. Maybe he'll be open. He is. He runs into a little bit of space, and that's a 1st down. So after a few runs that kind of went nowhere, we've now got 3rd and 4. We did have a 1st down on the ground with Ismail Mahdi, just a 10-yard run on the last 1st down. But time for our offense to convert and stay in this game. X is going to get open, but is he going to get across the 1st down marker? He's not. He kind of came back towards the ball. Coach is telling us to go for it. We're on the 42-yard line. Do we trust our defense? I think that we do. I don't know why. It's based on almost nothing, but I just want to go for it and see what this offense has. I'm going to throw it to X. Now that not running back, tight end, he's going to be huge because he can catch the ball. He's a high-rated player, and he's giant. I just saw him on the field. I mean, he's really, look at him. I mean, he's giant. So that's going to be a great option, especially on 3rd down. Let's go back to running the ball. 3rd and 1 after a couple of rushing plays. I'm going for the screen option again, but I'm not going to throw an interception. He's open this time. We get a block, juke, and we're down to the 16-yard line with an opportunity to tie the game up on this drive. Let's go for our run and play to the left. Are they blitzing from the left? I don't know. Let's see. We'll bring a man in motion. Can we get through the line? Not really, as we get 2 yards. 2nd and 8. This is the play we're going for. I'm looking for burn it across the middle. Let's see if it's there. I don't really trust that. I'm just going to throw the ball away. Not worth it. Not worth it at all, especially in the red zone. We could at least get a field goal. Let's go for a mesh spot. Maybe burn it. Maybe Mahdi coming out of the backfield. I don't know. Oh, man. They got to us. 4th and 21. It's not worth going for it. So let's just try to kick a field goal. This is my first field goal in college football 26. I think that looks good. I know field goals were pretty difficult last year. At least there was a pretty steep learning curve, but we'll get that one in. So 7-3 after both of our first possessions, although Hawaii's possession was, they had it from the 5-yard line. So we haven't really had a chance to see our defense yet, even though they've scored. Let's see how our defense is able to handle this Hawaii offense. First play of their first real drive on offense. They complete a little pass there, 2nd and 5. We're just going to start with some simple defenses. Cover 2 here on 2nd and 5. See what they do. I can't get over that their quarterback is number 20. It really, I keep thinking, I just never seen a quarterback with that number. But anyways, a huge sack on 2nd and 5 with a D tackle there to make it 3rd and 11. I want to go for, I want to do like Tampa 2. Where's that at? I don't have time to find it, but let's see. Let's just do this zone cover 2 here. Like that on 3rd and 11. See if we can get a stop early. Why is their quarterback number 20? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Can we get another sack? And we do. We actually had 2 players coming to get him. 2 sacks, 1 on 2nd down, 1 on 3rd down. And our offense is going to get the ball back. And this is going to be the last play of the first quarter. We've been just moving the ball down the field slowly ever since we got the ball back. That run goes nowhere with Ismail Mahdi, but he's already got like 65 to 70, somewhere in there, yards in this game, rushing, which is insane. He's on pace for an over 200-yard game. I don't think we're actually going to get to that level today, but it's good to know that with our offensive line that's not that good, we're still able to run the ball. Granted, this isn't Big 12 competition, but still, good sign. 3rd and 8 from the 43 at the start of the second quarter. I'm going to try to get it to X. Can we fit that in there? We can. I'm liking this guy, man. He's pretty good. I forget his name. Oh, yeah, Burnett, the tight end. Great catch and great conversion on 3rd down. And just like that, we're on the 29-yard line. Let's get this ball to our star so far this game, Mahdi. He's able to move around our side of the offensive line and make something happen and get 6 yards. 3rd and 1 after a quick little pass. We've got our sort of power back in Riscanso. He's 2nd string. I don't know why we'd take Mahdi out. I got to update the depth chart. I realized I never actually went through the depth chart. Completely forgot. But that's all right. We get the first down, and we're in the red zone. So let's see. I think we got to keep getting it. Look at all of our players that are hot. We've got Burnett, Hudson, and Mahdi who are going to give it to now. And that's a nice hole that we hit and get 7 yards. And on 2nd and 3, we're going to go for the screen again. See if we can get Hudson open. He's not really open. We're going to get it to him because I think he can fight and get the first down. And he does. 7-yard line, 1st and goal. And I think we got to get this ball back to Mahdi on 1st and goal, but that goes nowhere to the 6-yard line. On 2nd and goal, I'm looking for Burnett across the middle. I think that's going to be our best option, although that's a risky throw. Oh, no, you're kidding me. I knew it was a risky throw as soon as I let it go. I didn't think it was going to go like that. I want to see that again. Yeah, these stupid mistakes. Like, we should be winning this game. We should definitely be winning this game. I saw him. I don't know. I guess I thought these guys were going to stay over here with Wysong. I threw it way too late, and I kind of led him directly into that. I overthrew it a bit. Yeah, that was just a series of unfortunate events. I should have gotten rid of that, like, here, so that linebacker. Oh, I guess I did get rid of it there, but this linebacker was in the way. Was there anyone else open? Maybe Patterson was going to get open, but yeah, just a stupid mistake. I should have thrown that ball away, but now we got to play defense. 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line, and unfortunately they get a big play, get out of their own red zone, and yeah, a little bit concerned about this game getting away from us just from stupid mistakes, which we got to cut down on. 3rd and 2 here from the 28-yard line, from their 28-yard line, with a chance to get the ball back. I really want the lead before halftime. Oh man, we had a chance to get a sack, but the quarterback's able to escape the pocket and get a first down. 3rd and 2 again. We're going with man coverage, which I think might be a little risky, but I want to switch it up a little bit. This quarterback's getting out of the pocket and kind of killing us, and we'll get a sack there on 3rd down and get the ball back. We need this lead before halftime. If they scored there, I'd be worried about this game maybe getting out of hand, but we'll give our quarterback and our offense another chance to convert a possession without a dumb mistake. And after a couple of first downs, we now face a 3rd and 6. We just had to throw the ball away because there was no one open. We tried a passing play. We haven't been able to get our number 1 receiver, Wysong, involved, which I think is a bad thing. We need to get our top players involved. But I'm looking for Mahdi, actually, or Hudson, or maybe Wysong. A few options on this one. I'm getting it to, I accidentally lob past it. Did he keep that in? He did not. I accidentally lob past it. If that was a bullet pass. Are they going to challenge this? I couldn't see from that angle at all. This angle is going to be tough too. He had a foot in for sure. I think he had a foot in, and they give it to us. Okay, 1st and 10. They gave that to us. Man, again, if that's a bullet pass, no question. But that lob pass, again, stupid mistake. Not as stupid as we get it to Patterson for a quick 4-yard gain. And this looks familiar. 3rd down again. Burn it. Mahdi's out there playing receiver. I think he might be. X is wide open over the middle. We just got to get that quick pass to him. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the half. And let's go for that RPO alert bubble. See if we can get Hudson open. If not, we'll hand the ball off. Yeah, I don't trust that. But Mahdi finds some space on the outside, and that's a 9-yard run. And after a quick little run from Noah Fafita to get the first down, we're now on the 17-yard line. 2-minute warning. And we ran right into number 11 on the defense, but we actually gained some yards, which is nice to see. Mahdi's at 91 for the game already, which is absolutely insane. I'm going to try this little screen. Can he come by? Oh man, that lineman got out there, and Mahdi runs the ball into the end zone for a touchdown on that screen. We do have an injury timeout. Alexander Deuce. I remember him being an important player, but I don't remember what position he plays. I think he might be... Is he a lineman? I think he might be, and I think he might be one of our better linemen, if I remember correctly. But we can't worry about that right now. Let's celebrate this touchdown. Screen. That lineman came out and made that block. I mean, that was we needed that, or that would have been a big loss. But we turn a loss into a touchdown. Now we've got the lead 10-7. Induced is a left guard. We're just going to substitute. There's no reason to risk a big injury in the first game. Now, if there's anything I know about college football video games, it's that on Heisman difficulty, with a minute and a half before the halftime, the AI turns into, the greatest team of all time. So we got to be really careful here to not give up a big play, give up a touchdown. A minute and 15 seconds left. What does this Hawaii offense have? And that's going to be a sack. Are they going to go for a hurry up again? No, they're going to call a timeout and regroup here on 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, and that's a first down. The clock will stop as it is a first down. Should we go cover 2 man? I want zone. Let's go cover 3. Clock continues. So 58 seconds left in the half. And that's another sack for this team. I think that's 4 so far in the game, which is absolutely incredible. Let's see. What do we do here? Let's try Tampa 2. 2nd and very long after that sack. Come on, let's get to the quarterback again. No, we can't quite, but it's not going to be a first down. He stays inbounds. Hawaii does not call. Oh, did they already use all their timeouts? Man, I got to be more. What am I thinking about here? It looks like they've used all of their timeouts, so that... Oh, the clock doesn't run. All right, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's under 2 minutes. I don't know all the rules. Under 2 minutes, maybe the clock doesn't run. Wait, no, I don't know how it works. I don't know why the clock didn't start. Whatever, it's not our problem. We get a stop on 3rd down, and it's 4th down. Actually, let's call a timeout here before should have done that before the accelerated clock took into effect. But, we're still getting back into the groove of things with college football. We'll get our strategy together. We'll start remembering timeouts and things like this as we go forward. We're just trying to get the first game jitters out. New program, new coach. A lot of changes here. Is it even worth it to go? I'd rather almost go for like, well, I'd rather go for the same play that got us our touchdown. Why don't we try again? Just a little, let's try a bubble screen. The one thing we absolutely can't, I'm trying to catch them off guard. One thing that we can't do is throw a pick six. Yeah, that's not worth it. I'm just going to run, slide, and go into halftime up 10-7. Again, if you take away the stupid mistakes, which basically just means interceptions, we're winning this game by quite a while. And I agree here. The player spotlight is Ismail Mahdi. Great first half, 16 rush attempts, which is a lot. 91 yards in the first half, 5.7 average. A great opening game for our running back here. Granted, not against Big 12 opposition, so we'll have to see how that translates into the conference schedule. But for now, it's looking like we got a potential superstar on our hands with Ismail Mahdi. Start of the second half here. Nothing's changed from last year's game as Mo Bama plays over the speakers. Drop pass there, 2nd and 10. Oh, man, and that is a huge gain on the option. And that halfback escapes the pocket, and no one is there to meet him. That is a 24-yard run on 2nd down. Yeah, huge sack on 1st down. I wasn't even commentating. I didn't think anything was going to happen there. But, man, I think that might be our 6th sack of the game. How many sacks do we have? Stats, let's see. Well, can I see it here? Yeah, team stats. Okay, it doesn't say how many sacks. But I'm sure it'll say after the game. We could figure it out somewhere. But, man, just having a great game with our defensive line. It's funny, the main weaknesses I found with the team were our offensive and defensive line. But we show up to our first game, and our defensive line is getting all these sacks as they complete a pass there. And our offensive line is blocking for Ismail Mahdi so well that he's got 91 yards in the first half. And then we got 2 interceptions and no touchdowns with our star quarterback, who I thought, oh man, our quarterback's going to be so great. And it turns out he's not great at all, but our line play has been incredible. That's a big completion over the middle as Hawaii's marching down the field. And after a couple of rushing plays, we're now in the red zone on the 18-yard line, 2nd and 7. They've got a chance to take the lead here and go up to 14. And while we get the tackle, it's a nice completion. DeMarcus Davis, their quarterback, is 10 of 11, 85 yards and a touchdown. That's a pretty efficient game he's having so far. He's been sacked a lot. I think he's at like negative 50 rushing yards, but he's doing a great job leading this offense as it's now 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And all that bragging I did about our defensive line was maybe too soon. 2nd and goal from the 4. And here we go. That's going to be a touchdown. No, we're able to stop him before he gets there. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. It's going to be a huge stop. Do I think they're going to run the ball? I think that's not a bad, that nickel 3-3 mint double bracket. I'm hoping that this linebacker is sort of a spy because I'm worried about the quarterback escaping the pocket and running it in himself. They're going to run the ball, and we're able to stop them on the goal line. They actually lose yards, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wow, wasn't expecting that. What do we do here? I'm thinking a zone blitz. We've only got 4 seconds, and I can't find a zone blitz. So we're just going to do cover 2 contain and try to keep the quarterback from escaping the pocket. I think they're going to throw the ball, and they do. We've got zone coverage. Come on, get to the quarterback. That's what I'm talking about. 8 sacks. 8 sacks in this game. That is insane as we get the ball back because they don't convert on 4th down. And now we've got a chance to put this game out of reach for Hawaii. Whoa, and Ismail Mahdi fumbles the ball. No one can pick it up, and Hawaii recovers it. Hawaii recovers it. That came out of nowhere. And maybe that's the bad part about using the running back on so many rushing plays. He's got a ton of usage, and he fumbles the ball. Is this a real fumble? Can we challenge this? No, that is a real fumble. And all of a sudden, Hawaii's got the ball back in the red zone, putting a lot of pressure on our defense now. to hold them. And I think that this is a signal that perhaps we need to use more running backs and change sort of our auto subs to give Ismail Mahdi some more rest, perhaps, because I do think he has like 20 rushes so far, and it's only the third quarter. So maybe overusing him a bit, getting him tired, and leaving him prone to that. I'm going to take the fault for that one for just overplaying him. But, man, that's tough. 2nd and 11 from the 20-yard line. Can our defense stop him again? We got out of, and that's a 9th sack. Can we get to number 10? 3rd and 19. We can hold him to a field goal, hold him to just tying the game up. Obviously, that would be ideal. Let's try Tampa 2. 3rd and very long. They'll complete the pass, but they're not going to get a first down, and I imagine that'll go ahead and tie the game up 10-10. Here we go for the start of our drive, all tied up. The one thing you can think about is, like, this game, we're tied with Hawaii, but realistically, when you think about it, we've had 3 turnovers, and we're still tied. They've had none. So, not bad. That was a stupid pass as it was almost picked off. I guess I'm just hesitant to run the ball because I'm worried he's going to fumble again. 2nd and 10. Let's get it to Y. He's wide open over there. Nice juke. We get the first down. I am an idiot. I took a giant sack on 2nd down. I wasn't commentating it. I tried to just throw the ball away, but I couldn't get it out in time. And now it's 3rd and 17. We might have just thrown this possession away. We'll see if we can make something work. They've got 1 safety high. Maybe we can just take a shot downfield with O. He might get to this, you know. Oh, bro. No. Did that ball hit his hands? Oh my God. He didn't catch this? I mean, that's a great thumbnail, but he didn't catch this? I am just in shock about that. You got to catch that ball. You have to. And we've got a punt after that. I mean, great throw. I mean, it wasn't a great throw, but I mean, it hit his hands. You got to catch that. And our defense is really having to work hard here in the 3rd quarter. It has been like nonstop on the field. Got to get a big stop. Oh, they took a huge shot downfield. Come on. Oh, nice break up there. We almost had another sack. 2nd and 10. Wow. Got me pretty nervous that we were going to lose or that they were going to take the lead. 2nd and 10 from the 43. On 2nd down, they ran the ball for a loss. Our run defense has been incredibly good, although in the second half, we have not been able to stop their passing game. Luckily, it's 3rd and very long. Oh, man, he's wide open over the middle. And they're in the red zone. We should be nervous right now. We should be definitely nervous. 1st and 10 from the 11. What do you got, Hawaii? Come on, get to him. He's able to. I don't know how he's able to get rid of that ball while he's being sacked. But when I tried to do that with Noah Fafita, he just went straight down. That's frustrating. But either way, it's okay. 2nd and 10 from the 11. 43 seconds left in the quarter. Come on, get to the quarterback. Yeah. And that's a user sack. I rarely do anything good on defense. And that's 3 sacks for him today, which is absolutely insane. Now we've got 3rd and long, 3rd and 18 from the 19. They don't convert here. Unfortunately, I don't see a way that they don't take the lead unless we get a turnover, although I'm a little worried about there. And that's is that sack 11? 11 sacks. 11 sacks on the game. Absolutely ridiculous. End of the 3rd quarter. We've got 15 minutes left, and we're going to have to make up some ground. I imagine they're going to convert. Look, Hawaii has -9 rushing yards. We've got 108. They do have more passing yards than us, though. We haven't really been able to get the ball moving, especially in the second half. It's been a pretty poor showing on offense. Assuming they convert this field goal, 13-10 Hawaii as we get the ball back. And they do convert the field goal as we're back on offense. I think it's time to let Ismail Mahdi, who's been our best player in this game, run the ball again and not be worried that he's going to fumble. He gets 4 yards on the ground there. I think we just have to calm down. This is a big drive. We got to score here because our defense is not quite able to stop Hawaii at this point, and that is a huge completion. Great yards after the catch. and we're down to the 49-yard line. Let's give this right back to Ismail Mahdi and just pray he does not fumble this thing. What can we do here? There's not much up the middle. We cut it back, which is usually a horrible decision, but we do it. Michael Wooten, another line injury. We had Deuced earlier in the game out with an injury, and that's one more. But we get a nice little gain there, and we've got 2nd and 1. I'm going to try this RPO alert bubble. Unless Hudson is wide open, I'm going to hand it off. And it's not worth it. He's not wide open. Let's just get the first down and then some with Ismail Mahdi. And in the matter of just a couple of plays, we're already to their 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Ismail Mahdi's having an incredible game. Let's just substitute. No need to risk an injury here in the first game yet again. Let's pass the ball on 1st and 10. We just cannot make a stupid decision. That's what it comes down to. We got to just throw the ball away. And I see a gap open up. Fafita's going to take off and run with it. And that's another first down at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 13. We're going to give this ball back to Ismail Mahdi. And that goes pretty much nowhere, 2 yards. 2nd and 8. We're going to try to throw the ball. I don't think that I'm going to get it to Y, who's kind of open. Can he get some yards after the catch? He can't, and we gain nothing on that play. 3rd and 8. This is an important play call here. I'm thinking double ends, maybe drive Y corner. Let's go drive Y corner. Maybe we can get Y song. I'm kind of looking at that. But I don't know. 3rd and 8. We just got to snap the ball and see what happens, I guess. I'm throwing it up the middle. He's got some space. He gets into the space, doesn't score a touchdown, but gets us to the 1-yard line. And I think we just got to hand this ball off and score a damn touchdown, don't you? Ismail Mahdi from the 1-yard line. He already scored on a halfback screen, and he scores on a running play as well. That's 2 touchdowns for Ismail Mahdi in this one as we take the lead 17-13. Now, if our defense can get a stop, I think this game is totally within our reach, even after all those stupid mistakes. And this is another big drive in this game. We'll see what Hawaii is able to do here. Short pass over the middle. I don't think they're going to, well, they gained 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Demarcus Davis, their quarterback, has negative 51 yards. That's how many sacks he's taken, which is absolutely insane. This is a huge play. I didn't really get a chance to call the play I wanted, but that'll do, I guess. I kind of actually want to go man coverage. Let's go cover 1 hole. 3rd and 2. If we get the ball back here, I'm not going to say that's the game, and it doesn't matter anyways what I was going to say because they convert. And after this huge play by the Hawaii offense, he's wide open. They just found the hole in our defense. And they completed the pass. We've now got 1st and 10 from the 38. And unfortunately, they could 100% take the lead here. In a perfect world, we need to hold them to a field goal. Or in a perfect world, we need to get a damn turnover. Nice little pass there, but it's not going to go anywhere. Only 3 yards. Nice. And we needed that so badly. And that's sack number 12 on the day, I think. I mean, it's so crazy that we've gotten 12 sacks and the game is close. I mean, that's a horrible, horrible thing to think about, and how bad our offense has been, that our defense has gotten 12 sacks, make it 13, and the game is still close. Although with that sack, I think the game might not be close anymore. I mean, just ridiculous as we get the ball back here. 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I think what I'm going to do is take Ismail Mahdi out of the game, actually, because he's been playing a lot and I don't want to risk a fumble. And we're just going to start running the ball and trying to eat some clock. We ran the ball on 1st down, didn't really go anywhere. We're going to try this bubble screen. I'm not going to throw it. There was too many players in that area. Our backup, Riscanso, is in the game, and he's not bad. He's just not Ismail Mahdi. I think we're going to throw the ball here on 3rd down. I mean, Hawaii is 100% still in this game. What I want to do here is get it to Burnett across the middle. I'm going to get it to him. Come on, make that catch. Tough catch in coverage, and he shrugs a man off. What a play. I'm really liking Burnett. I think he's really good. He's got 8 receptions for 58 yards in this one, so great game to start the year, as we'll just continue to run the ball and eat up clock. And we've got another 3rd and short situation. 3 minutes left in the game. I'm looking at Hudson, to be honest. If he's not open, but he is open, we just want the 1st down, which I think we got. We do. Hawaii calls their first timeout, and this game is I'm I'm not gonna say it's over because it's still very close, and there's a lot of time left, but we're getting there. And this looks familiar. 3rd and short again, but now they've used all of their timeouts. If we can convert here, I'm going to run this up the middle, which is super risky. I tried to slide, couldn't get down in time. Luckily, we don't fumble the ball, and that's not the game, but it's darn close since Hawaii doesn't have any more timeouts. Unfortunately, we can't run this down to the 2-minute warning, so we'll have to run one more play. We're just going to wait as long as we can. There's no need to rush things right now. 3, 2, 1. And Riscanso is just 3 yards basically every play. It's just guaranteed. And Riscanso gets another first down as we have another injury. Oh, it's Kendrick Riscano. I didn't even see that. So I guess Ismail Mahdi is going to come back in the game. But luckily, the game is saying we can just kneel the ball out for the rest of the game, and we do. That's the last play of the game. I like that they just like auto sim if you kneel the ball, and we win our first game of the year, but it was not easy at all. Star of the game was Ismail Mahdi, the singular star of the game, Ismail Mahdi, with 141 rushing yards. But I think the unit of the game is that defensive line. What is that, 13 sacks? That is just an insane stat that happened. I don't know that can continue. Also, the fact that they had negative rushing yards for the game, Hawaii did. I think we probably had the best rush defense in the nation on that game, or at least in week 1. Let's take a look at just all the player stats. Noah Fafita, unfortunately, had 2 interceptions. Not a great game. 24 for 31 is a good percentage. 196 yards and a touchdown. We already know all about Ismail Mahdi, 141 on the ground with a touchdown. That doesn't include his receiving touchdown. Wisconsin had 35 yards as well. Receiving-wise, Burnett was our top receiver. Actually, receptions-wise, 58 yards. But Chris Hudson had 7 receptions for 59 yards. The only receiving touchdown was Ismail Mahdi. Luke Wysong, our number 1 receiver, only had 1 catch for 8 yards. So not much happening there. I'm not going to look at blocking stats. Defensive stats, we didn't have any turnovers. So the fact that we can win a game in which we commit 3 turnovers and the other team has none is a good sign. Just look at these sack numbers, though. Tialoa Savea, our D tackle, 4.5 sacks. Trey Smith, 3.5 sacks. Malachi Bailey, 2.5 sacks. Kennedy, 1.5. And Anderson, 1. For a total of, I think it's 13. I'm not going to do the math. The halves throw me off. But that's all right. I think we got a field goal. We did. And that's really all the stats we have. How did their quarterback do? I know they were fairly good. What am I looking at here? Oh, it's kind of glitched out a little bit. That's okay. We don't really need to look at their stats anyways. But anyways, we win the game 17-13. We had 25 first downs to their 12. We had 389 yards to their 172. So overall, a pretty darn good game, especially at the halfback and defensive line positions. And Savea is the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week with 4 sacks. I'm wondering if Mahdi's going to be the offensive player. No, he's not. I mean, he had a good game. It wasn't incredible. I mean, it was incredible, but it wasn't like that level. So here we go in week 2. We were hosting an FCS team. Should be another win. Don't want to speak too soon, but we should be starting the year 2-0. Hit the like button for that performance. If we can cut down on some of those stupid mistakes, we can be, I think, a very good team going forward. We just have to make sure we don't throw those silly interceptions. Hit the subscribe button to see more. I'm planning to post every single day a new episode, 1 game a day. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, we'll see you in the next one for FCS West.